let's take a look at this game. So we have MaxPax top left of Gressvon and Quanta in the bottom right. Protoss versus Terran. We have that forward gateway at the natural.
Donated $4.20. The Napro SC2 scene is 4 players and a gaggle of Twitch nerds.
yeah. No, I kind of get that. Right, but like, yeah, the like, I guess the second tier guys, like I know who the top tier guys are, but like the second tier is, I'm really unsure of exactly how strong everyone is in relation to each other or how well they do against the stronger players, right? Yeah, the NA guys just, they don't quite, other than the obvious ones, they don't quite, like, pop out or stand out all that much. But honestly, like, I mean, Twitch nerds, that's what you got to do sometimes if you want to make a living playing games. Or attempt to, at least. Yeah, Astray is fantastic. Oh my god. Oh my god, and he doesn't quite get it. Now that's a good hold from Quanta. He almost lost 2 SCVs there. So good harassment from MaxPax, but it doesn't end up working. He's going to go ahead and Chrono Boost out this Adept. We have the factory coming up. And alright. Let's see what Quanta can find, if anything, here. That Adept going to be snapping his little nerd neck if he's not careful. Okay, he's just going to go ahead and send that down. Send the Shade forward. Second Reaper, as well as a Hellion coming up, so that's going to be enough to push back this Adept. In fact, with the second Reaper coming up, he should be able to secure a kill on this Adept. It should not be hard at all. And... well, actually, I mean, this was really well done because he chased it all the way back, so it actually got its shade away. I thought he might chase the shade and then have the Hellion come out.
The Firebats.
Yeah.
What fucking game is this?
Firebat's right there, man. He's driving a Vulture. It's super cool, dude. Ooh, the snipe. Yeah, I feel like he should have gone for the kill on the Adept, but yeah, maybe he knows better on that one. But yeah, Quanta right now having a little bit of a hard time. MaxPax putting on a lot of pressure here. We have Blink coming up. That additional gateway as well. Third Adept coming. The third Adept is where it gets really scary because you're one-shotting SCVs as well as Marines at that point. And just the command center being so late, that's what is so super painful here. You know, MaxPax, such an interesting player, right? Like, this guy, definitely one of the best Protoss players out there, but he will not be at Katowice even though he's qualified. Like, he could absolutely go to these tournaments. Dude. It's very nice micro. That is so annoying, and he loses that last SCV. So MaxPax got so much value with this Adept, it's actually crazy. Those 3 Adepts did so much. The fact that this command center is not done, look at this, we're at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. Like, this is craziness. We're going to have the 3rd Nexus starting. Prism is coming up. Blink is almost done. Man. You know, I don't think that the MaxPax thing is that he is too young to play. Because we've had that before with Clement Rayner. Right? I think it's something else. Maybe he just doesn't want to. Humans can be different from each other. It is a real thing. Alright. Ooh! Kind of catches the Prism, but the Blink up. Oh! The quick pickup from Quanta. Very nice. And actually forces this back. Alright, he saves his units. And that's the right call as well to turn around instantly. Very, very good from Quanta.
Wow. WARW
What's up?
donated $3.33. RT?
Yeah.
Is this the new update for Brood War?
It actually is, yeah.
I've been playing the game for 20 and don't recognize this. It's interesting. Wow. Wow. Please tell more about this version of Brood War.
Yeah,
wow.
Well, this one,
Will you?
No, it's basically the same, man.
About this. Will you come in my app?
Ah! All right, I'm pre-reading these now. You guys, out of control. Okay. Command center coming up, that third base. I feel like Quanta is playing a good game, but MaxPax is very strong. Beautiful blink forward to eat that one tank hit. Picks off the tank. Really good micro from Quanta, but not enough units. That is the big problem. That Viking actually being a hero there, by the way. Vikings put out real damage against Stalkers. And to keep it alive and shooting that many times is really nice. But now the SCV's being picked off. Super, super painful. Yeah, dude, like, MaxPax is showing his power here. Like, this is a beautifully played game. Like, he is really doing very, very well. But Quanta's really good. Like, this is the best matchup we've had so far tonight, as we are starting to get a bit deeper, right? Like, round of 16. I guess this is where the games really start to warm up. But Quanta's doing good moves, man. Like, the Liberator coming in during all of this. His defenses are good. Like, most of the other players would have died already. But MaxPax absolutely everywhere, jumping in here, picking off some additional SCVs. The siege tank, though, very well placed. He kind of knew that something like this was going to occur. Another Liberator going to the natural. Dude, not bad. Like, I mean, MaxPax saves those and everything, but look at this. He's all over the place with these Liberators. I'm enjoying this. All right. Oh, is he going to save it? Oh, he does. He just saves it. Oh, I love it. Oh, that would have been nice to get those picks. All right, more gates. Colossi range is going to be finishing up. Yeah, for the person asking, siege tanks are worse in StarCraft 2. 100%. Pretty much everything else is better, but siege tanks are worse. Game is more balanced, StarCraft 2 or Brood War? StarCraft 2, guy in the chat, for sure. Carriers, as always, are the highest DPS unit in the game. Guy in the chat. All right. So MaxPax right now set up beautifully with his 3 bases. 65 workers against 54. Still some quality play coming out of Quanta. But this is where it's going to get a bit harder for him as well, right? We're about to have charge. We have that, we have a Prism, I believe, just outside his main base. He's got to push out and take his third. He's got to do it really cleanly as well. This is really good micro from Quanta. Definitely, definitely. Oh, what? I thought for sure that was going down. But yeah, here we go. He's actually going to go ahead, drop in some Zealots. Charge just barely not done, but does get the surround of that siege tank. And actually gets in here with the Cyclone, but gets stuck for a moment. And he just doesn't get the Cyclone. The Cyclone only just barely got out of there. And it doesn't seem like he has anything right now to pick it off, so that's a little bit annoying. But, you know, if you're going to be moving out to take your third base, it feels like it's a very good choice to either already have some missile turrets set up, maybe have a Viking so that you can actually kill a Prism that comes in like that. I feel like that's a mistake that we've seen a lot over the years from Terran players. All right, well, the Zealots go into the side. This is not really, yeah, this is not really super breakable right now. Now, the problem with Quanta's army, I would say, is this is not easy to attack with, right? When you get these siege tank-based armies, they can sit in this really sweet defensive arc. A really nice defensive location. Like, look at that. That's so hard to break into. But how do you go across the map and attack? Because you're literally going to attack into someone that's got all the splash damage and can attack, move into you with charge and blink and stuff, and get to you before your tanks even siege. So that's I mean, that's forever the Terran problem, is how do we attack correctly with siege tanks? And he is still producing the siege tanks. Look, I appreciate this style, okay? I've seen TY play styles like this that are very siege tank heavy. many, many, many times. Not that he's won with it all that much, but I really enjoy the style. I think that there is something to it. It's just very hard to pull off. I also love the patrolling we have going on. I believe we have a Viking and a Cyclone down there.
X500 Quanta streams regularly on Twitch.
Oh, nice.
3 languages and awesome personality. His stream Quanta 7. And thanks
HH Quanta 7. All right. Thank you very much, Online Strategy DK. Appreciate it. And anyone who wants to check out Quanta, I mean, I'm enjoying it. His play is good. This is very solid play. MaxPax is a serious competitor. He is a really strong Protoss. I think pretty much everyone in the world gives respect to at this point. But Quanta is like he's like I'm really liking his play. It's very, very solid. And look, beautiful blocking of that getting in. Ooh, that was a good disruptor hit. But really great building placement, great siege tank spread. Everything looking pretty nice. Oh, man, disruptors. Oh, man. Okay, so he doesn't take that much damage, but he is still down quite a bit of supply. He's down 20 workers as well, so you got to kind of adjust that when you're looking at supplies here. Double Forge is going. Double Armory going, which I was not expecting at all. Watching a second Armory get armor upgrades for your siege tanks is not something I'm too used to seeing. And he's starting a third factory. Oh, wow. So this is reminding me of an older TY style that we were seeing. And that style was like an anti... He pulled it out against parting in some late GSLs. Like late in GSL, like round of 4 or something like that. I recall where he was like making huge siege tank lines to stop disruptors from harassing him. And there was like mixed success with it. So, yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Read carefully donated $3.33. RT underscore.
What is it, dude?
You come.
Dude, why? Why? All right, so he's moving out now. The snow laugh. Taking this base. Okay, look at this setup. Look at this setup. That location? Dude, I am digging how Quanta is trying to play this game. His siege tanks are doing fantastically. He's zoning everything out super well. Look at that. The disruptors don't hit. He's got... I love the depot wall there. Look at this. He's throwing down the turrets. It's hard to approach. He's getting his +2 right now for his siege tanks. Okay, trying to get in and actually bust this side. I don't blame MaxPax for doing this. I think this is a good idea. He did some stop position SCVs to screw up the Zealots there for a moment. Oh, those 3 siege tanks. So that was definitely a mistake. That was definitely a mistake. But now we have some counterplay going on. Quanta gonna go ahead, hit that 4th base location of MaxPax, and he does hit a recall. So that forces him back, but obviously that gets the units out of Quanta's base. Now, Quanta lost 9 workers during that. He's still got 62, which is pretty healthy. Of course, he also has his mules going on and everything, but he did lose a group of depots that didn't supply block him, but that was like his defensive structures on the left side of that 3rd base are gone now. Now, look how MaxPax immediately sending down Zealots and DTs to try to abuse that. That's a very, very good play. So he pokes here. He gets the attention over here with the mass of his army. And now he'll attack into that 3rd that he knows is being retaken. Excellent tactics here. Excellent, excellent, excellent tactics. And, of course, he can blink out with these DTs. That's what he's going to want to do. But Quanta is actually really super duper on top of this. Loses 8 SCVs, but whittles that down pretty well. Unfortunately for him, MaxPax has basically taken the whole map. This really does look like StarCraft 1 PvT in a lot of ways, where MaxPax just has like so many bases. Look at that bank, 5K. You make 50 Zealots.
You didn't read donated $3.33. Wow. RT underscore? RT underscore?
What?
Wow.
What?
You didn't read carefully.
Yeah?
I asked if you would come in mine. Wow. That was $3.33 that I won't get back.
That's right.
Will you refund me?
Never.
Will you? Underscore?
No.
I'm really pissed off at you and will stop with the donos. Wow. My ass.
All right. Win, win, win. Thank you much, man. All right, we have some Stargates coming up. Definitely going to be a switch into carriers coming. I like the Viking trying to land there for some harassment. That's kind of cute. So he doesn't know, obviously, about this carrier switch. That's like a hard thing to find. But it's something that you got to keep on your mind as a possibility as the game gets big like this. I think one very good way, this is what we do in StarCraft 1 at least, is if you end up scouting the main base and you see the cybernetics core spinning, you know what that's for. You know they're going into carrier. So a very easy way to check when there's a lot of places that the carriers could be hidden. Okay, 3 Thors on the way. Okay, so he definitely has a good idea. Oh my god. Okay, so I like MaxPax 100% more right now. Because he's making 4 Tempests, and he's getting the thing that makes Tempest shots orange and deal way more damage to structures. This is something that I've been dying on this hill for years and years and years, that in many situations, Tempests are better than carriers. Like, you get this type of army that he has where you can infinitely poke. You can get all these carriers and then lose your whole bank rebuilding interceptors for days, and then losing your carriers possibly to Vikings. Or you can literally poke down everything your opponent has slowly but surely with Tempest. So I absolutely love the Tempest. I think that this is a great choice. You can pick down the medevacs super easily. You can take down structures super easily. Because they have, for StarCraft 1 guys, these are very long range anti-air, and then it is long range against ground, like longer than a turret, as you can see, but super long range in air, right? So they can hit, like, if the Vikings were here, they could hit further away. Got to go a little bit slower against the ground, though. So watch. Now, here come the Thors to try to stop them. Wow, those Thors chunking them down, man. Very good counterplay from Quanta, who is maxed out, by the way. His bank's starting to go up. He has fantastic upgrades. This is a good game. I am glad we're in this one. All right, Quanta. Okay, backing up. Ooh, picks off 2 siege tanks. Gotta be frustrating. Thors, of course, get chunked down by disruptors really quickly. You've got to be careful about that. He can pick them up in the medevacs. Little blinking on the DTs. He picks off a tank, but loses a couple of them. Lots of great defense there. MaxPax even taking 6 o'clock, which is madness. Oh my god, a huge attack in. Some big disruptor hits. And now, look at the Colossus absolutely melt that bio. He's got to back up. He's got to repair this stuff as well. And also that 6 o'clock base is tilting me right now as I watch MaxPax expand right next door to Quanta. Now, if Quanta can clear 12 and 6, this becomes really interesting. But he has to clear both those and relatively quickly. Because otherwise, it's like it doesn't matter how cost-efficient he gets. Like, when there's that many more bases for Protoss, you're just not going to be able to take it. Because right now, I'm not even sure exactly how cost-efficient he's being. Some good scans for spotting these incoming disruptors. Definitely wants to blow them up as quickly as possible. A lot of cannons going down. Okay, it looks like he's seen it on the mini-map. Probes being sent across the map. He is just going to suicide some probes since he has almost 100 workers. That's too many. All right, the disruptor's just being worth so much here. Oh my god. Gonna be able to blast down some of these cannons. A lot of zealots coming out. Getting a little bit messy here, but MaxPax has the bank to be able to do moves like this. And, oh, dude, he snaps that medevac's neck. Had a Thor in it. Absolutely painful. You'd think the Thor would just fall to the ground and take damage. Unfortunately, not the case. And the SCV's very late to repair there. They weren't going to be able to save it, but maybe could have kept it alive a little bit longer for some more damage. And now MaxPax, like, I think he's broken enough that I feel like there's not a chance for Quanta anymore. We'll see, though. Oof. Those double disruptors going to do so well. Yeah, the huge hits there. Thors go down so low, indeed. Dark Carrier's starting to be made as well. He is picking off some of these disruptors, but you can see the disruptors are, like, ruining this composition. That is one of the really big things about mech that make it really hard to play. Quanta with the backslash and the WW. That's a feeling you have been chasing in Brood War. Yeah, dude. Well, just, I mean, when you macro well for yourself, that's what feels so good. You don't necessarily need to macro as well as a pro. I don't even know what it feels like to macro like Flash because I can't do it. But I know what it feels like to macro as well as I can, and damn does it feel good. How is StarCraft 1 macro different than SC2? It takes like infinity more clicks, guy in the chat. It takes so much more time and speed. In StarCraft 2, you hit your hotkey and you hold the button down, or you press the button how many times you want, and then maybe you hit tab to do it again on different structures, right? And you aren't even looking at your buildings. In StarCraft 1, you have to go back to your buildings after you have more than 3 or 4, and you have to jump around and macro everything real quick. So it has to do with multiple building selection versus single building selection. And yeah, that's the main thing I really like about StarCraft 1. There's something amazing about that and how that changes the game. Anyways, I mean, these are the best 2 games ever made by far. I mean, Star 1 and Star 2 are just unreal. Whatever order you like them in, that's cool. But if you think anything else is better than these 2 games, oh, I got some news for you. Okay, so here we are. We're on Neo Humanity LE. I think we only saw this once when I was casting last week, maybe. We have in the bottom right Quanta, and in the top left we have MaxPax. MaxPax once again with that forward gate configuration, kind of looking, you know, like a PVZ type of building setup. And don't forget how ridiculous his early adept pressure was against Quanta. All right, you got to remember that game that we just saw where they both maxed out and had this awesome back and forth. MaxPax dominated the early game with 3 adepts, dominated. So I hope Quanta can put up a better early game this time, and maybe we can have something amazing. Yeah, for the guys talking in the chat, since we're still not going too much, I'd love to put my 2 cents in there. AoE 2 is like really super sick. Like I mean, obviously I just worked an event, but I'm very excited to play it some. Right now I just happen to be working on Melee. That's something I had planned before I went to the AoE 2 event. But I hope to really give it a try soon because it's pretty sick. It's like the macro is kind of a mix between the 2. It's like the worker macro is harder than either one, StarCraft 1 or 2. It has MBS, multiple building selection, but yeah. Anyways, very excited about that. Very cool game. Definitely has my deep respect. Okay, so blocking him this time, he is going Reactored Hellion. That's going to push out Adepts very quickly, very easily. So definitely taking much less damage from MaxPax this time around. Second Adept is coming in. Yeah, so it looks like he wants to fight the 2 Hellions that are popping out. You want to pop the Hellions on the inside here. Get some full range hits if you can. See? Just like that. Perfect. Nice micro. Oops. You got to be careful because Adepts will kill Hellions really quickly if they can hit them. It's good micro on both sides, really. Oof. Oops. Little mistake there. Oh, one made it out. That guy made it out with like 1 health. That's crazy. 6 health left on him. Excellent. Excellent. Sucking down my giant-sized Wendy's iced coffee, man. This is the hack for living in Canada. If you want an iced coffee, you go to Wendy's. A few bucks, you get a bucket. You get a bucket of iced coffee. It's ridiculous. Would I consider this Cyclone change a nerf or a buff? I'm trying to remember exactly what the Cyclone change was. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a nerf against some things, a buff against some things, right? So its plus damage now is across the board, but less, as opposed to versus armored. So yeah, I mean, it matters what you're utilizing it. I think they're trying to make it more useful overall and less of a hard counter, which is probably never a bad thing for game design in general. As far as balance goes, it matters what it's used for. Anyways, we have this Widowmine drop coming out, and it's not that bad. He like ends up losing everything, and he has to chrono boost out this observer, so he will get rid of it. But 5 probes to start, and now the second one comes in. And MaxPax doesn't see it yet. Now he does. Actually, if he had dived into the natural, it might have done better. Because it just happened to line up like exactly on the reset timings. So he actually didn't get any of the resets. So, yeah, the second one... Okay, at the end of those two, it's not as good anymore, but another one is coming in. And you might not expect this one. Not a lot of players will continually do this. That's definitely something that Maru... Maru would do. There have been games where Maru will suicide in, like, 30 mines in a row. It's crazy. There's this one game. I can't remember the name of the map. He did it, I think it was against Paralyzed, and my god. Most mines I've ever seen sent in. Alright, gets one more probe there, and oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, picks... Oh, dude, he's double burrowing. Oh my god! No, the one down! Huge. 12 kills on that one. Obviously, Mapu is 2 minutes in the future, so he can't hear me and change the camera right there. Now, a counterattack coming in. Not a lot of units here for Quanta, but Quanta's in good shape right now. I really like this. Lays his mines down. He should pull back. He should pull back. You can't see those, right? Ooh. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have an armor yet, so you can't see them, but... gonna go up and try to target these down. He's got... Oh, God. Is he gonna get enough counterplay with these stalkers? That would be crazy. Well, I mean, this can happen. You spend all of your units harassing like that. Oh, dude, this is crazy. This is crazy. Is MaxPax gonna pick this up now? After all that damage, he's gonna go across the map with his blinky stalkers and kill everything. Well, I guess that's just the way of it. My god. I have to say I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm a little bit disappointed. Because that looked like... I'm like, Quanta's going to bring us to game 3, guys. It's going to happen. Nope. Ouch.